Hello YouTubers, Cable Craig, Deadpool Toys, and here to bring you a review on the Legend Series 3-pack Spider-Man, Captain America, and Iron Man. You all know the real reason this was bought. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff packed in the background. Before we start this review, I wanted to ask you guys, do you think this is really fair? So basically, here we have this. Everyone knows that you're going to want the Spider-Man. It's a new type of outfit, new type of figure. Did they really have to include this in a 3-pack with 2 other figures that are kind of just repaints from what already came out on the Civil War? Was this really fair? Including the Warhammer, I can't think of his name right now, but where you had to buy the 2-pack with the orange and purple Iron Man that was a repaint too. Does anyone else feel ripped off that you're forced to buy all of these or go online and pay $50 for just the one like Spider-Man when it should have been better for them to just come out with that in store and include a shield? That could be a repaint. Just please leave your comments below and let me know. Top there's nothing but a circle. It says Legend Series. You can see all the figures: Captain America, Spider-Man, Civil War, Iron Man. On the other side, you can see Captain America there, looking pretty cool and serious. On the back, we have a really nice cool picture of the 3 of them. And on the back, it says, when the lines between right and wrong are blurred, which heroes will emerge victorious? That is a really short description of these figures for 3 of them. There's Marvel and Hasbro. Look at the box now. Let's look at the actual figures. Alright, and here they are out of the box. Here's Captain America. If you do not know, that is tissue paper. I attempted to do this scene, but it's very hard because the articulation, you're not able to get him into that pose. Like here we got Spidey, his arm cannot reach the ground, and when you do like bend him like over, his head can't look up, so he can't look up and say, hey everyone. So that's not really able to do that, and I couldn't really bring his hands up to his face to say, on the road. So instead I just had him where he was walking, and whenever he's walking about to take a step, like, I got your shield, now what? And the head sculpt doesn't look that bad, so let's take a closer look at the figures. Okay, so this did come in a 3-pack, but I wish they would have included more hands. This head sculpt just looks amazing. You see I don't even have any black that's running onto the white on the eyes. I love how thick they made this. This is the main reason I really wanted the figure, because I could just tell like they made it differently and it looked really cool. Like I love how this little kick that they put on him, and I heard in another video that this must have been because the lines are darker than they were in the actual like movie and they're more defined, but the figure looks awesome though. Like if he would have been like this in the actual movie, I would have loved it. Spider-Man's chest looks very good. I love how they did these lines here. They come out very nicely. Here you can see it's some black. I'm guessing that's from the black paint. Doesn't look that bad though. I love how they did the belt. Belt doesn't look too much. You see like they did it, but it's not sculpted. It's just painted. But I'm just loving how it came out. It kind of looks like they took a pen and did the black for some of it. I'm loving the dark blue that they used. That looks very good. I do like how that came out. And here it looks like the red is kind of a dirty, smoky red. So I'm not understanding that because I thought it would be more red. Like all the red, it actually kind of looks like it's been brushed over, or someone got a little too happy with the black paint and they just kind of brushed it off right before it dried in. I don't know if they were going for that effect, but that's the effect that it has. Articulation on the arms is looking sick. You see not all the lines were finished on the inside, and once again it has that smoky kind of red like color, but you can see the difference in the lines that they did there, even on the hands. Arms do look cool, but I wish they were a little bit longer because it's hard to get his hands to touch the ground, as I said a little bit earlier. But I do like how the lines came out, and I love the huge like thick black lines too. Those look very good. I don't know if that was supposed to be like a web shooter, but I do have a dot here and something on my fingernail. But anyway, as you can see here, like it doesn't look that bad. I'm guessing that's supposed to be gray, but that's not the web shooter because the web shooter would have been on his palm. But nothing was like made there, but I do have a little lump there for some reason. The hand, they just were like, we're gonna go completely buck wild with the black paint, as you can see in here. So it doesn't bother me, but I guess you could say that's a little bit sloppy, but the figure still looks very cool. Bit of dripping here around the shoulder, but you can tell that it has the butterfly joint. One of the coolest parts to me is this black line along the back. I love the new concept. I love the Spider-Man signal or logo on the back. That looks very good. You see the black looks good on the belt. I'm loving how that came out. Here you got the dark blue butt, Spider-Man butt, and here you can tell like that smoky red is starting to grow on me. Just the overall design and how they did it and the thickness of the eyes, I just love it. Very nice job. Extend the torso. The paint does not extend inside of there. As you can see, it stops. Would have been cool, but this is just a very smooth figure and I really like it. Alright, so let's take a quick look at the articulation for him. We got the ankle pivot, can't twist at the shin. We can have double jointed knees, that's pretty cool. Twist at the thigh, very cool. Look at that, kind of weird how you can see all up in there where the articulation is. Go that far up, that far back, Wouldn't expect less from Spider-Man. He has an ab crunch, can go really far forward, really far back. Wish the arms were a little bigger, but they can spread out. You can see here, a lot of ankle, not ankle pivot. You have a lot of shoulder like pivoting in there. Looks pretty cool. Twist here. I think pivoting was the right word. Anyway, look at those arms. Wow, he can really bend them, twist, and bend. Just wish they were a little bit longer. Butterfly joints, that's what it's called. Very cool. Okay, he can look that far down, so very far down, and not that far up, which you can look a little bit further up, so whenever we try to get him in those poses, because that hand, I want to make it touch the ground, and I can't. But yeah, very good articulation. All right, and here's Captain America. It does look really nice. I do like all the scratches and scrapes on it. I do like how it's like a darker red in there. You see the blue with the dark around there. It looks like you got burned across there. A lot of scratches. I do like the effects on there. On the inside, it looks brand spanking new. Now, let's look at this. It's a resculpt, but we'll still take a close look at it. You see they have the star there in the middle, that's silver. You see the red and the white, a lot of wrinkles, a little bit of detail in the pants. You see all the articulation in the kneecaps. They did an awesome job. The boots are one solid color, and they're very glossy. And you see it looks like it's belt hooks here on the side, so that's a little different. Doesn't look that bad though. I like the belt. The belt looks very smooth. I don't really like this battle scar thing that they did here. To me, it looks like whenever you let a younger kid get your figure and he puts it in the toilet and poop gets on it. I don't know. The battle damage just looks weird to me. I just keep seeing that it's like he just got sharded on. I don't really like that type of damage on there. It looks weird. His fingers are just a huge paint blob there. But I love the detail they put on the actual outfit. You see there, the lining, all the little texture that's in there. That's pretty cool for a 6-inch figure. Do like the red on there going through. It doesn't look that sloppy. See the A there? It doesn't look that bad, especially for this type of figure. The head sculpt, we got some more brown on the top here. I mean, I'm guessing they really couldn't use blood, so they just decided to use like a lot of brown. I don't understand. You see here, the eyes don't look too bad. The A is completely covered in mud and doo-doo, whatever you want to call it. You see here, there's some paint flop there, so that could look a little better. I actually do like this. I like the texture on the belt. I like how they did that. It looks very good. The red on the side doesn't look that bad. I have a bit of a paint chip there. You see the belt looks very good from the back. Very nice. And here's the extra head. Mine is actually kind of crappy. You can see somehow they actually got the paint from the hair right under the eye. So he has blonde tears. Past that, in the hair, they did actually do a lot of detail on the hair. I like the brown and yellow they threw in there. I mean the blonde and brown they threw in there. It looks very good. It looks like a generic Caucasian male. Doesn't look that much like Chris Evans at all. Now with the actual mask on, it does look kind of like Chris Evans. Like, hand is shaking like crazy. Like, but I just would like kind of like, that makes sense to me. That does, I can see Chris Evans in there, but for this one I can't really see him in there. Now if we take a closer look at the articulation, here you can see he can bend his foot that far back, that far up. Here you can twist, we can twist at the shin here, double jointed knees, can twist here at the thigh, can spread out about that far. Abs can go that far forward, that far back, can twist here, they can go completely up, all the way around. I like how the articulation feels on here. It feels smooth. Do like a right angle there, twist here, pivot, not pivot, can just bend here at the wrist. See here, the head can actually only look none down and none up, so that's really weird. What if I pop the head off of here? Pop it off, then we stick on this one. Can it move any? Yeah, this one can move down that much and look that far up, so that one actually can. So that's the articulation here. Pretty different. Alright, and here we have the Iron Man. Now, here's the thing that gets me about this. This is what really grinds my gears. Look at this. This is pretty cool that you can get it down in that head. Like, this is the furthest I could push the wrist so that it was straight up. This is what kills me. Like, I really want to have this straight out so he's blasting it. It cannot go no further than there, pretty much. Pretty much like just blast your attack if it's that far, and you see how it's going down. Oh my gosh. Now I have to say, the best thing I like about this figure is the head sculpt. You can see from this angle that actually does look like Robert Downey Jr. Here from the front, it's not sloppy. They actually do have some brown paint in there. I don't know if my camera is picking it up, but it's like the pupil and then it's brown on the outside. I do like this. It's not too flashy. I do love how they did the hair all the way back, and I love the paint they use, like what you would expect from Robert Downey Jr. So that doesn't look that bad at all. And here's that epic goatee. So like the wrist is like actually not really attached that good, like compared to the right one. You see here, I do love the concept of the suit. I don't really like the black. I don't know. It looks just really generic to me. Doesn't really look like that battle scar, like that much effort was put into it. Even though you can see they tried to put some scrapes there. whatever. I do love how the light looks, the texture of the costume. A lot of people said they like this one because he looked a lot more bulky and actually looked like a man in a suit, but it kind of hindered a lot of the articulation for this design. See here, nice design. What gives me is the bottom. Like this, it looks like they just said we're just gonna add a whole bunch of lines and then act like those are the feet. You know, it's just something about these legs, it just looks like completely plain. Just glossed over boots with not that much detail. I do like how the gold and gray and burgundy come together here at the top. That does look very cool. And you can see they put a lot of sculpt work into the back, but it has no paint on there for real. So it's gray showing on the inside of there. That looks pretty cool. Now, other than just the head sculpt, which I really like, don't really care much for the body, but I do like this right here. It does look very cool to me. I like these effects. I like this because you can use them for Marvel Legends. They can be used for SH figure arts. They just look very cool. So there's a lot of opportunity with these little effects that they included. Alright, so now let's look at the articulation on this figure. As you can see here, can bend the leg that far back, that far forward, so not that far back. Ankle pivot's really stiff. Can bend the leg that far. Have a bit of a thigh twist there. Twist that here. Can ab crunch here. Goes really far back. Head can look that far down, that far up, so they make sure his head had plenty of articulation. Annoying, the arms cannot go up any further than that. Twist here, bend here, and pop the wrist. So I really wish that they could have, I don't know, did a little bit better on the articulation. This is a very stiff figure. I popped the wrist on, but it's a very stiff figure. Oops. Oops. And I dropped his part. Let's pick you up and fix you up, Mr. Very Far From Perfect Iron Man. There you go. And that was that hand that I said looked loose because I guess it was loose about to come out. But this has been my review of all these figures. Now I'm not gonna lie, I got Spider-Man in the middle flexing on him because he completely stole the show when he did that trailer. Him and Ant-Man did an awesome job. And of course I got them with their hands behind the back because they gotta pay homage to him. Spider-Man was pretty cool. This has been my review of the 3-pack with Captain America, Iron Man, and of course Spider-Man. Hope you guys enjoyed my review and I'll see you in future videos. Bye.